Okay, back here on a very warm summer day, and this year today might ordinarily feel hot, right? Well, we got some other stuff coming. Let's go to high temperatures that we've seen so far today. 89 here at the Rose City and 93 in Salem. Let me tell you this, 59 was the high at Newport. Can you believe that? I mean, literally just a few miles to your east, you're in the 90s, right at the coast. 59, that's what we say microclimates when we talk about the Pacific Northwest. Right now at the Rose City, it's 87 degrees, and the wind's a little refreshing, but you know what? Any warmer, that's going to start feeling like a hot wind. 65, live look at the Tolovana Inn. So right now, if you don't like the heat, you can still get to the coast, but there's going to be a window of opportunity where the coast may not provide the relief that you might be used to. 87 as we look live outside. This is McCord's Vancouver Toyota, and we're still in the low 90s, places like Aloha, so it's a pretty sticky night of weather across the region. 89 Cedar Hills, 84 Garden Home, and our cool spot right now, well, Mount Scott, living up to its reputation as a mountain, right? A little bit cooler. 82 degrees, the current temp. All right, this is a setup. We have a heat advisory. This will begin tomorrow at lunchtime. It goes all the way till 9 o'clock. What's interesting about this is notice the oranges, they light up right here along the Oregon coast. That means you're under a heat advisory as well. Now, tomorrow, I think most valley locations are within the mid-90 to low 100 degree. That's triple-digit heat, and we haven't seen that in Portland since 2009. Now, that said, the hottest stuff is going to be in the valleys, a little cooler at the coast, but even spots along the coast could be in the 80s to near 90 degrees. Now, on the east side of the Cascades, we got to talk about high fire danger. Been very dry there lately, and we're going to see the heat there as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, here's a setup. The storm track finally moves to the north. High pressure is going to build in. This time of year, what that means is, well, when we get the high pressures late in the summer, early parts of August, that's when the heat builds. And finally, it's going to set the stage for the hottest days of 2012 that we have seen so far. We've been robbed, right? It's finally our turn. All the heat's been in the Midwest. Now, let's turn to what's going to happen across the region for the weekends. And first, I want to talk about records, okay? Maybe you're wondering, are we going to break any records? Well, the record high in Portland for tomorrow's date would be 100 degrees. We're forecasting 97, so I don't think we quite do it. Now, in the Central Valley, it's going to be a little bit closer. Your record high in Salem, 102 degrees. We're forecasting about 101, so I think if we are going to break any records, it's going to be in places like Salem and points south. All right, so here's your weekend forecast. Maybe you're going to the Columbia River Gorge. Sunny and hot, 95 on your Saturday. Sunday, almost as hot, 94. Central and eastern Oregon, mid-90s Saturday, mid-90s Sunday, and an isolated storm is possible not only in the Cascades, but also central and eastern Oregon. And I think even 80s in the Cascades. All right, here's what everyone wants to know, right? Where can you actually beat the heat? Well, the Oregon coast for part of the weekend. Tonight, cool breezes there. We showed you a live look from the Tolovana Inn at Cannon Beach. Saturday, some spots, I think, if not most spots, 80 to 90, even directly along the coast. Then what's going to happen is the winds are going to turn back onshore, and that means late Saturday we'll have a cool down, and we're talking Sunday at the coast, 58 to 70 for highs. So if you really don't like the heat, head to the coast for your Sunday. All right, let's go to your forecast and for tomorrow. 87 Seaside, 85 Newport. It's a hot day. Heat advisory for both the valleys and the coast. And look at that. Triple digits, Salem, and I think points south. Now, east of the Cascades, we're talking about sunny and hot conditions. Fire weather watch with extreme dry conditions. Remember, relative humidities are low. Haven't seen a lot of rain in a while. As we make our way into the gorge, mid-90s, mid-80s government camp, freeze level all the way at 15,000 feet. Into the metro, I think Portland tomorrow, 97 degrees. This is the hottest temperatures that we've seen all year long. As we go to the west side, we're pinpointing temps mid-upper 90s. I mean, look at Hillsborough, 99. Very possible. Couple spots within the metro do eke out triple-digit heat. Mid to upper 90s, much of the east side of town. And as we go into portions of southwest Washington, it's the same forecast, sunny from sunrise to sunset with highs in the mid to upper 90s. So the day planner, look at this. This is incredible. 8 o'clock, it's a mild start at 65. By lunchtime, already 86 degrees. If you have to do your outdoor exercises, I would suggest, A, doing it inside. But if you must do it outdoors, I know a lot of Oregonians like to run outdoors. You know what? Do it very early in the morning. Sizzling heat at 5 o'clock. 97 degrees. Can you imagine that? And then Sunday, not much of a break. In fact, despite the fact it's a few degrees cooler, I think it feels hotter because we're going to have some more humidity, and then somewhat of a break next week. We go back into the 80s, mostly sunny skies. So certainly heat wave 2012 has finally arrived right here in the Pacific Northwest. And please remember that those cars, they heat up fast. The rivers, despite the fact that it's hot outside, are still very cold, especially, the ones drained from the Cascades.
Okay, we've been warned. We've all prepared. Thank you, Matt.